What's up, everyone? This is Spiky Tater, and today we're going to be playing Total War Warhammer 3. But I figured I would take a little break from the Vampire Count campaign and try something a little bit different. I am going to be trying to do what I'm going to call Legendary Lord testing for campaign. And what my plan is I'm going to go through each faction and play the first 10 turns of the campaign for each legendary lord in that faction. Most of the videos will revolve solely around a single faction. Some of the campaigns are going to kind of bounce around a little bit. For instance, when we get to Demons of Chaos, they only have one legendary lord. So I'm probably going to do their video as them plus Khorne, Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Tzeentch, as each of those factions only have one legendary lord. So the first lord we're going to have on the list is going to be Khazrak the One-Eye. Beastmen legendary lord. We're going to start with him, run through 10 turns of his campaign. We're going back out of the campaign. Then we're going to go to Malagor the Dark Omen, Morg the Shadow Grave, and then Torox the Brass Bull. If you're new to the channel, then please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell to stay up to date on future videos. Without further ado, let's get in here and start testing these lords out. The idea behind this is it's going to give me an idea of how each legendary lord in the game plays for the first 10 turns of their campaign. It's going to give y'all an idea of how each legendary lord plays for the first 10 turns of their campaign. And since we're going to be going through every legendary lord in the current game, hopefully by the time we're done doing all this, which it'll obviously take several videos to do because there's a bunch of factions in this game, y'all will have a good idea of what legendary lords y'all think would best suit y'all's playstyle. So let's get into Khazrak the One-Eye's campaign, and we're going to see how he plays. Before I do that, I'm actually going to up the campaign difficulty to... I normally play on easy. We're going to do normal. Did not mean to hit that.
In the name of Magnus.
We're going to do normal and see how that works out for us. That's not going to matter. We're not going to get to that point. In-game difficulty, enable in-game scenarios. Let's get started. Beastmen is a faction that I personally typically don't play very much. I think that kind of goes back to when they first came out. I was kind of excited about them because they looked really cool. But as most people who have played Total War Warhammer 2, actually Total War Warhammer and Total War Warhammer 2, up until like the end of Total War Warhammer 2, when they finally gave the Beastmen a DLC that made them a good campaign to play. Up until that point, trying to play their campaign was impossible. I mean, it was extremely hard to make any kind of progress with them. It was really hard to build up forces or anything. And it was almost like trying to play Wars of Chaos, but a lot worse. Mainly because Wars of Chaos at least had the advantage of being able to grow really fast. Right.
In return for the dread caused by your destruction, the Dark Gods offer myriad gifts. The means to improve your army. A burgeoning war herd can only attract a limited number and stature of it.
You know, I thought I reduced the
Your
advice.
exploits in ruinous destruction can be used to gain the servitude of savage horde leaders and...
Okay.
The Dark Gods have the means to permanently boost many aspects. A trove of items sits at the ruinous master's
Holy
fingertips.
crap, man.
But
Will you let me play the game, please? Thank you. Like I said, we're going to do 10 turns. Alright, so right now we're on turn 1. Let's see. Would we be aggressive? Sure, let's be aggressive. Doesn't really say much to be aggressive on the first turn because they always give you like one little enemy that's like right there. And the battle against that enemy is typically pretty easy. Let's see. Noticed I've started going down the blue tree. That is going to be a little bit harder to take for me. Pretty much missile infantry. The building. Oh yeah. Huh. You gotta keep in mind, this is the first time I've played a horde faction in a long time. I haven't played a horde faction since the last time I played Warhammer 2. I haven't played Warhammer 2 since Warhammer 3 came out, so it's been at least a few months. Alright guys, that is the end of turn 1. Doesn't really say much. Like I said, I mean, your first turn with pretty much any legendary lord, it's going to be kind of, let's go attack this one little army here. Start kind of building things up a little bit.
You have created new blood.
We're going to be going after
by raising
this
and sacking settlements in these regions. You will amass marks of ruination. Once sufficient devastation has been caused, perform a herdstone ritual to receive the Dark God's rewards in return.
Build up our army build up our army just a little bit. Make it a little easier to cap this first settlement, hopefully.
Accumulating marks of ruination will pave your way to greatness and tracks.
Valiant defeat, you said. Let's circle it and see if that changes anything. Depending on how these first 10 turns go, we may have to make it 20 turns. Get a real feel for the campaign. But realistically, the idea is not to spend a whole lot of time on each legendary lord. I want to spend just enough time to get an idea of their campaign. Get an idea of their campaign. Get an idea of how it's going to operate. See kind of whether I would, or I say whether I would, how much I would enjoy playing them or not. Right now, I mean, this really ain't that bad right now, but I'm just like skipping through turns, waiting out my enemy. It does look like we're going to end up probably going at least 20 turns with Mr. One Eye here. Anything we can unlock? Yeah. Go ahead and build up. Already got some better units. See what the game gives us now. It's still saying valiant defeat. Okay. Like I said, it's definitely looking like we're running 20 turns on this campaign. That may be how it goes for all of the Beastmen. Being a Horde faction, we may end up running through turns a little bit faster with them. I'm kind of waiting out to see if I can get a little bit more favorable judgment on how the auto resolve's gonna go. Because we're not trying to spend a whole lot of time on each legendary lord trying to fight out a battle is not really going to work out in our favor. We might be able to get something to help us in this fight. No, we're not. Okay, well, we're gonna go with that then. Alright, what about now? Man, they really betting on these. What else would be tough, ain't they? What kind of results the game gives? Oh, I had that. Raise hard stone. Let's do it. Huh? What?
I'm scared shitless to go outside. She won't go outside unless I mess.
Who?
The livestock dog. It is meant to be outside, but scared to go outside because
Poor baby. Said poor baby. Alright, let's finish off this 20 stack. Move for our next turn. I'm recording, by the way.
okay.
I mean, they can't see you.
We live in the same house. I'm annoying.
That's fine. I'm just saying that you being behind me doesn't matter because they can't see you.
Okay, fix some other shit.
War boss, ain't it?
Now, I saw somebody did a campaign where they had feral manticores. They're running a doomstack feral manticore. Who up there had I'm just a little tired. No big deal. Apparently, at 100% physical resistance. That's what. Definitely going 20 turns because we're about to be on turn 10. That only took like a few minutes, so yeah. We haven't really done anything yet. Best idea, maybe this is a good way of showing me that these guys don't press forward quite as fast as I would like them to. I'm gonna lie, boss. Leaving your main settlement of what? Valiant defeat. I'm gonna have to get some caffeine other than. really don't see this being a valiant feat. I just. No, no. Oh, yeah, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I think we're gonna fight this one. Not really what I wanted to do, but the game's over here tripping as far as I'm concerned. They don't have that strong armies, and they're severely outnumbered. So, how am I getting a valiant defeat when I have 9 more units than them? I guess it's like my buddy said, the game thinks them walls is OP. I reckon there's some facts to that. Let's see here. Start grouping these folks up.
Uncles! Car chaos! Uncles! Dark beasts!
I'll go down this way because it just make it just a bit easier. No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. These guys back there. I'm gonna put these guys. What gate am I on? Where's the gate? Up there, maybe. That doesn't matter. Go for that gate. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pair you with them. Because you can. What the fuck you? I'm pretty bad right here. Fucking. Yeah, my only hope. Is that the towers? Like perfect. Yeah. I'm hoping them trees give invoice some decent coverage. When we kind of hoping that they can break through the walls for it.
Chaos!
Well, it looks like I'm losing my minotaurs.
Undors! Sir Dawes! Fagudat! Undors! Chaos! Akashka! Fagudat! Lakshayak! Undors! Nauguma!
I need y'all to push through their line.
Lakshayak! Final force! Gwilak! Chaos! Alcata! Rafka! Rafka! Torsa! Ungoth! Ak!
Damn.
Akashak! Waraka! BEASTMEN! Sire's Ark! Dragoons!
Well, I tell you what, they did a good job at clogging that middle on this in their fight here. 'Cause it took me way longer to get to that fish than I expected it to.
Ark!
Oh yeah, here we go. All I need to do is break through the front line. I was good to go. Even close victory. I don't even think it was that close as a victory. I mean, I didn't lose that many. They lost most of their army. Close victory, my butt. Money. You don't have any upkeep reduction? What the hell? Okay then.
So hurts! Left ass!
Well, as long as that took maybe 20 turns isn't gonna be a good idea. Oh, this place ain't even got walls. What the? Gotta fight all these battles just to get decent victories? What the hell, man? I mean, this is ridiculous. I got 7 units. Like, what? The what? Heater? Oh, sorry. What? Oh. Yeah, they had some of those up there at, was it Lowe's?
Gather!
Yeah, Home Depot. Wherever we were the other day.
BEASTMEN!
That one place we was at that one day.
BEASTMEN! Chaos good!
It's probably gonna be the last turn. Otherwise, we gonna run out of time and we ain't gonna be able to do everything that I planned on. I think I'm gonna move y'all around here. Y'all cap them too. You're gonna have one in there, shit.
Angars!
The fuck are you doing?
Casla! Back! Casais! Uncles! Dark Beast! Ah! Uncles! Ah! Arcos! Fedor Foss! Grace Shaman! Undors! Garra! Pass! Arc! Twill! BEASTMEN! Slagawar! Suadmui! Egas!
What? Fear victory, my butt. I lost 74 people. I guess there's game tripping over here. Fear victory. What? You don't lose one now. No. I don't even think my Minotaurs that I was supposed to completely lose altogether even lost a single model in their unit. Like, game has issues.
Target call. 1-2.
Dorsal thing is dumb crap.
The Empire.
Yeah, dang on. Oh, well, that was the first 11 turns for that campaign. Let's go ahead and move on to the day. All the beachmen may be that way. I don't know. I guess. I mean, we can only find out.
Queso zu afumi. Queso afu. Ni zu juan. Dalakwa.
Where on earth do we start? Okay, then we're starting at the very bottom of the world. Well, not the very bottom, but very close to the very bottom. We do start with a Gorble, which is good. You like Gorbles. Vampire count. Our enemy to start things off. You know, I have really noticed that this game strongly favors vampire counts when it comes to autos. I mean, it's kind of crazy, like... I mean, vampire counts are decent units, but... favor other than the way this game favors them, it's like... kind of ridiculous, really, I mean...
Maragor! Real size! Maragor, dar armo! Stop the wall! Rafkat, at father! War darkness!
We got to keep moving. I'm telling you, this game does not favor BEASTMEN at all. I mean, it is absolutely atrocious. I mean, I'm trying to avoid fighting the battles, like. But no, that ain't gonna help me. I get it. Ungors are not the best unit in the world, but like, when you outnumber somebody to that degree, I mean, like, does it really matter? Like, each one of those units is putting out some hefty damage, like.
Armu.
One thing about the BEASTMEN's campaign is not being able to occupy. I think you can occupy the settlements, you just have to have dread to do it, I think.
Quo yish.
Yeah, I think you can occupy the settlements, you just have to have dread.
Rafka ad father.
Are you struggling to get over that little river there, ain't you? I mean, I am mad.
Fina fasode. Rar source. War darkness.
Oh, that's a victory.
Malaron dar armu.
The Gold King. That's what we're doing. Excuse me.
Action. Malago Raf Karud. Zorhich.
You off to work?
Seeing Waffle House more today.
Love you.
Rafka Ad Father.
You know, I think the Ghoul King heading for my settlement. My
Dogs are outside, so don't.
okay. That's how these going.
War Darkness.
Daggum, this flick got a big old garrison. Jesus Christ. Well, that was the first 11 turns of the Dark Omens campaign. That ain't too bad.
Kuku Luis Arctos. Luidos.
Oh, damn. He actually starts off with a really solid army. A fairly solid army. What in the flippery? What the How? Literally, game, how? I just don't understand. Like, this game does not like BEASTMEN. Like, what in the heck? I guess we're gonna spend a couple turns encircling this place. Hopefully we bring their garrison down just a little bit. That way we can auto-resolve this and not lose half our damn army. That's crazy. Pyrrhic victory. Man, like, what?
Please.
that option with both them. It's kind of weird. To me, it's kind of weird anyway.
Dark up.
It's only because they have walls. Well, it's got to be the reason for the wall. It's a good amount of cash right there.
Axel. Yuaku Kwe Yabaku. Circuit empty. Sopal.
We'll see about taking the settlement next. That'll be 11 turns. We gave the other two an extra turn, so might as well give him an extra turn. So far, I actually think I like the start of his turn, his campaign the best. It seems the easiest from a conquering perspective.
Jackson.
Yeah, there we go.
With the Herdstone ritual cast, You have increased your standing with the Dark Gods and elevated the Bray Herd. You may return to these lands later if you wish, but for now, you should use your newfound strength. Fresh blood grounds await.
Alright, that's 11 turns. Morgar has done fairly well.
Felix Karkazak, Sam Jareth. Uwad Bushra Feos. Kilgumfa Armu. Felix Kark.
Ooh.
Section Pass.
It'll be okay till I'm a little on the tired side. Been working all day. So, yeah.
Ridiculous. Ill considered. Never.
I'll be honest, if I wasn't trying to like limit the turns that I was playing, then my strategy would be slightly different. Really wouldn't be in a hurry at all. I'm not really in that big of a hurry. I mean, just limiting your turns or limiting, you know, the movement range that I'm giving the character and all that. Only doing 10 or 11 turns is proving to be, you know, granted in my Vampire Counts campaign, I'm pretty sure in 11 turns I actually got a lot done. I captured a lot of settlements in a really, really short amount of time. I already had 30 settlements after 50 turns, so I was definitely rolling through them pretty heavily. About to start the last turn. You know, I mean, that was pretty quick. The Azrac, the One Eyes part of this video probably took the longest, because I actually tried to fight the battles, and I think that kind of cost me a little bit of time there. I'm not really going to be able to do anything with this last turn either. I would probably move into position here and get ready to attack them. But that's 2 rocks. But that is your 4 Beastmen Legendary Lords. If you're playing on a normal difficulty, that is about what you can expect for the first 10 turns of the game. None of them had a too terrible start. I mean, they all start in decent locations. Obviously, their first 10 turns are not the fastest. It probably takes them a little bit longer to kind of build up to where you have those armies that can just kind of crush through people. Um, the game, from what I picked up on, does not really favor them very much on auto resolves, which makes it where it's a lot harder to kind of run through their campaigns really fast. So if you're okay with kind of sitting back and waiting a little longer until you can really build up and start getting those stronger units, then I think you would like the Beastmen. If you prefer to be able to blow out of the gate and really be hammering down on people and just taking everything in sight in the first 20 to 30 turns, you might want to go with a different faction, a different legendary lord, something that kind of gets off their feet a little bit faster, something that can build up an army really fast, which they actually build up their army pretty quick. Maybe you could play their campaign a little bit differently, and maybe you'll get a faster start out of them. But that was our test run of the first 11 turns for each of the Beastmen legendary lords. That will conclude this video. In the next video, I believe we will be doing Bretonia. That'll be kind of interesting because I personally have not spent very much time playing Bretonia ever. In any of the three Total War Warhammer games, I never really tried to play Bretonia. Not really a faction that I have a whole lot of interest in for the most part. Kind of goes the same way for the Empire. Playing in a fantasy world, in a fantasy game, I typically lean toward more fantasy races or factions. I like playing, beastmen, greenskins, elves, chaos. I'm very diverse. I don't necessarily have like one particular faction that I just absolutely love above all else. So far in game 3, my favorite faction has definitely been the Vampire Counts. They've been the easiest faction to play, and they can get to a very dominant position in their campaign really, really fast. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope this may have given you some kind of insight on whether you would or wouldn't really care to play the Beastmen. And if you do have interest in the Beastmen, maybe it gave you an idea of what legendary lords you want to check out. But that'll conclude our video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, comment, and ring the bell to stay up to date on future videos. And we'll catch you guys later.